my little party animals. Hiphiprenee here today with a brand new speed build for you, and today we are starting a new save file. Yeah, I know. Do I ever finish them? No, I fucking don't. But I'm starting it anyway, and I've already done a couple, and I'm feeling really inspired, so I have high hopes for right now. So this is the 15 years later save file. Basically what I am doing is I am taking all of the Sims that you know and love, and I am aging them up 15 years. So maybe some Sims have aged up and kicked the bucket, you know what I mean? Or maybe they've gotten married and they've had children, or maybe they're divorced. So we are starting today. I'm sure you recognize this trailer. We're starting with a remodel today, and Johnny Zest no longer lives in this trailer. Johnny Zest now lives back at his parents' house with his mother, who is an elder. But guess who lives here? His ex-wife, Becca Clarke. Becca is one of the pre-made Sims from the University expansion pack. She is in, I think it's the best friend's household. It's her and that girl Julia. I'm pretty sure her name is Julia. But Becca and Johnny got married at one point, and that did not go well because it's Johnny Zest, and do we expect that to go well? No, we fucking do not. So they were together, and it was a really tumultuous relationship. They ended up having a kid together, and it did not work out. It was not a good relationship. We don't like this. So they broke up, and around the same time that they broke up, Malcolm got married to Angela Pleasant. I'm trying to remember my own lore here. So Malcolm gets married and he moves out of the house, and at the same time, Joffrey, he fucking dies. Joffrey's dead in this save file, okay? And Nancy, she's like, oh my god, Malcolm's gone, he's out of the house, Joffrey's dead, what am I supposed to do? So she rekindles her relationship with Johnny and has him move back in so he can take care of her in her twilight years. So Johnny Zest is now going by Johnny Zest Landgrab, which we'll talk about more when we get into his video, because this is really Becca's video. So Becca, when you first meet her in The Sims 4, she is a university student at the University of Britechester, and she's doing a language and literature degree. So now, in the 15-year later save file, she has her degree, she graduated college. I assume that happened before she met Johnny because, I can't imagine that he would have let her continue. He would have found a way to get her out of school, but she finished, and she is now an aspiring author. She's not doing that great, but she's also not doing that bad. So she has this ridiculous relationship with Johnny Zest, who is not Johnny Landgrab at that time, and they end up having an oopsie baby. So they have an oopsie baby named Manon, which is an old Landgrab family name. Oh my god, the lore. And don't worry, I didn't forget, I did edit the relationship between Nancy and Johnny, so that way they were actually like mother and son, and Malcolm is his brother and Joffrey was his dad. I fixed it, don't worry. So the thought here is that Johnny then got to move in with his mother, so he gave Becca this trailer. So now Becca is an author. She is working from home most of the time. She is taking care of her daughter, and she is able to remodel this trailer because Johnny gave her the trailer, but also gave her a lump sum of cash. So that way she could make this trailer her own. How kind of him. He does come and visit his daughter, but of course every time he comes to visit his daughter, him and Becca get into a huge fight because they literally just cannot even be in the same room. They not even on the same lot. Honestly, not even in the same neighborhood. They're just a really, really toxic relationship, and at this point, Becca is sworn off of men. She's sworn off of relationships. She's all set. She has absolutely no desire to get into another relationship. Johnny, on the other hand, I think I'm going to have him have a girlfriend. I don't know who it's going to be yet. So if you have suggestions, you can leave those in the comments because I do not have this planned out. I'm just kind of taking this as I go. So when you see Becca when she's younger in the original save file, she's really cute. She has a little bit of a sense of style, nothing crazy, but she seems, very youthful and very fun and almost a little bit cutesy. So I wanted to bring that back in when I was remodeling this trailer. Johnny's trailer is so dark and ugly and I hate it. I hate it so much. But when I was remodeling it, something that I wanted to make sure I was thinking of is what is appropriate for a remodel. So we're not like completely revamping the whole thing. We painted the walls. So the walls are the same as when Johnny left. They're just painted. Like the layout is exactly the same. We've put up a couple walls here and there just to make a bedroom for Manon, and then that little half wall over by the kitchen. But it's nothing like super insane. We're not like moving the bathroom to the other side of the trailer, which would cost way too much money. And I wanted the furniture to like kind of match, but like maybe we couldn't afford to go get all matching furniture, so we were just kind of like picking things up here and there, and like they're similar but they're not quite all of the same thing, you know what I mean? I did redo the bathroom floors. I redid the floors in the kitchen. I did leave the rug in like the main living space, but I changed the flooring in I think the main bedroom. And I think I might have changed it in the kids' room too, but I'm not 100% sure. I have to wait and watch, honestly. But I really wanted to make sure I was brightening up the space, because the whole lore behind this is, you know, Becca is out on her own for the first time with her daughter. She's like not quite making it as an author, and she's just trying to make ends meet, but she also wants this house to feel like a home for her daughter, because every once in a while she has to send Manon over to the land grab house, and that place is sterile as fuck, okay? I have not done the remodel for that yet, but my plan is just like over the top ridiculous sterile. Like I'm gonna keep it probably almost the same as it is now, but we'll update it a little bit. I had a really hard time deciding what to do in Becca's bedroom, because I didn't want it to be like too young, because I do think of Becca, obviously she's a college student when you see her in the actual Sims. So I didn't want it to be too cutesy, but I did want to bring in some things that like maybe she's had this since college. So her bedroom feels like a mix of like old and new. And then I used this space up front, which has this stupid fucking platform, but it was already in the build, so I felt like I had to leave it. But I decided to use this as Manon's room, which I think it came out pretty cute, actually. I wanted to make sure I included an instrument as a nod to her father, because obviously Johnny, in the actual main save file of The Sims, he has a guitar. He's, you know, in the entertainment career, or that's like the thing that he wants to do. So he's very creative in the original, and I wanted his daughter to kind of have inherited that from him. She's also a little messy, but she's got all sorts of activities in here, and I think this is functional. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to test this. I meant to. I know I don't normally test my builds, but I did mean to test this one. But yeah, that's the end of that. So let me know what you guys think of this new save file, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!